Well, howdy, kids. It's Saturday, and I'm back on my bullshit. My recycling bin is completely full, and it won't get picked up for another 2 weeks, I think. And, well, I'll get to that in a minute. A couple of developments happened yesterday, and the news cycle was taken over by one of them, Gretchen Fleming. An arrest has been made in connection with her disappearance and murder. It's an arrest. There's a long way to a conviction. And hopefully the prosecution has all their ducks in a row and are able to prove this. Now, in case you missed it, the materials recycling facility that has operated for many, many years is no longer open. They didn't waste any time shutting that down. The recycling bin is pretty full, and I still have a week or so to go before it'll get picked up. It's an inconvenience. But what is not an inconvenience, or might be a convenience, or might just be coincidence, is the fact that yesterday afternoon, in the midst of all the information being released about Gretchen Fleming's case, the city issued a press release saying that now Waste Management is going to take over on July 1st under emergency powers. It was definitely done after business hours on a Friday so that the city wouldn't be bombarded with phone calls. That's pretty much a guarantee. Now, Section 135 of the city charter, as the laws are, they all come under the charter, despite what John Reed will tell you. The mayor does have the authority to enter into emergency contracts. Well, that's even if he created the emergency himself. So I told you earlier this week that I was going downtown and going to observe the Walt Alville case against the city for not complying with the law on making sure that curbside recycling was available. I don't know if you can see down in those little holes that aren't capped, but those are little baby bee eggs. Means my queen is doing her job. Now, the only representatives of the legal teams that were actually present in the courtroom the other day was Walt Alville's son, the attorney from Morgantown, the city attorney, and Walt Alville himself, all joined by Microsoft Teams. They don't have to be present, but I would have expected, or at least thought, more hoped that maybe the mayor or the president of city council would be there. Wendy Tuck was in the audience because she genuinely cares about the future of our city. That's my opinion. Now, Walt Alville, his argument was this does not comply with the spirit or the letter of the law that says all residents will be offered curbside recycling. The city's response is the same that it has been from the beginning, that we can't force people to recycle. Yeah, no shit, we can't force people to recycle. Hell, anybody who's been out on Garfield Avenue at a stoplight trying to get across Garfield or Murdoch knows that we can't force people to stop for fucking red lights. So the conclusion of the court case the other day left 2 weeks for both sides to present how they are going to comply with the law that says that we offer curbside recycling or waste stream reduction to every resident of the city. So the argument is not, can we force people to recycle? That's not the basis of changing these options. That's like saying, I don't want to participate in police protection. I'm not going to pay for cops, and therefore they cannot pull me over for any traffic violations, nor can they arrest me for any crimes. So what is the argument that we had? It's not that they could not enter into a contract with a private hauler. There are those of us that believed it should stay a city service. Because for $22 a month, we got curbside recycling and we had solid waste removal. When the contracts originally were bid by both companies, Waste Management and Rumpke, they included both waste removal and curbside recycling. The city was not happy that the price wasn't drastically cheaper. So they said, let's fuck recycling and just focus on the trash portion of it. And now we have a complete and total mess. Now, at the end of the News and Sentinel article, Tom goes back to the same argument that others have made, that if you don't like the way we're doing things, we'll make you all get your own trash service. Well, they'd have to repeal the entire damn ordinance 955 and remove themselves from the equation altogether. The other day when I told you that these are things that bullies do, make your own judgments on that one. I definitely have my opinion on it. Well, anyway, kids, that's about all I got for you today. I love you guys, and I want you to love each other and love yourselves. And take care of your neighbors, because no matter what they say, we're all in this shit together, and none of us is getting out alive. Talk to you soon.